Welcome back to Seek the Beast, starring Zisteau, your lovable furry monster zombie pigman dastardly dervish of prankiness and mischievous miscontent. We're back on the Seek the Beast server, the Mindcrack Seek the Beast server, and man, have I done some work or what? So, as you can tell, there have been some changes, and I probably should have turned this into like maybe 3 or 4 different episodes, the amount of work I've put into this. I wanted to get to this imaginary point where now I'd be ready to start the episode. Everything would be done. And I'm kind of starting to realize I'm never going to get to that point, at least not anytime this year. And by this year, I mean December. But a lot has been done, and let's talk about it, shall we? Okay, so as you can tell, the all of this bottom here has been totally quarried out. There was nothing original left here. Everything here has been placed by me. So all of the native dirt and stone and stuff is totally gone. It's all stone bricks and glass and pipes and pistons. No pistons, but other things like that. And I am having so much fun developing the look of this interior Death Star looking thing. Death Star mining array. Yeah, and I know I said I think in the first couple of videos I was going to have a series of really small individual independent bases. And I'm still going to do that for some things, but the more I'm learning about the mod pack, the more they're all really interconnected and need to be all. I need a base, basically. I need a base, and this is going to be my base, or my main base. This is going to be the biggest base I have. I'm still going to have some of those smaller areas scattered around, but this is going to be the main area I work on for a while because I'm just having too much fun building this thing, and I don't want to stop. And I don't want to let something I said in the first episode stop me from doing it. I really like the way this looks like a series of crystals like encrusted in the roof here. And the more we expand and quarry out this land, the cooler I think it's gonna look. So we've got water towers and then a platform, and then there's gonna be 4 paths extending out from this central area, and along the paths will be different functions. This one is storage, which we'll talk about this craziness in a minute. We're going to quarry out this area next, and then we're going to quarry out this area, and the quarry is right here for a reason, because the wire is running right down this guy. So we're going to quarry out here and here, so we can keep the quarry right here for both of them. But I have completely redone the wiring. So let's see, what should we talk about first? We're not going to be building a lot during this episode, but we're going to be talking a lot about pipes and automated sorting. Basically, what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to flip a switch and have everything just start going and have everything be automated. The quarry starts sucking stuff out. I want it all to go into storage when I want it. I want the ores I want to be smelted to smelt automatically and then go into another box. So basically I want everything to be automated so that this place can be running and generating stuff for me, and then I can be off somewhere else working on other projects like those little bases I was talking about. So one problem is that the quarry will keep these chunks that the quarry is in, it will keep them loaded even if nobody's here. But it won't keep these chunks loaded while the quarry is going. So the pipes, like the items from the quarry are going to be going down the pipes and are just going to stop. So we need to build something to do something about that. We're going to build a world anchor, which looks something like, I think it's like this, and diamonds on the side. Yeah, world anchor. So a world anchor will keep a 3x3 area of chunks loaded when you're not there, similar to the quarry. And I think I'm going to put it up here. Right there. because it loads chunks, so it doesn't matter how high our load is, or at least I don't think it should. So I'm pretty sure that's all you have to do. You just have to plop it down, and that's it. And it is now keeping 3 by 3, which is 48 blocks by 48 blocks, so 24 blocks in either direction. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, look at that. That works out perfectly. So it'll keep all this loaded, and eventually I'll probably need to put some more out here when this gets really big, but that'll take a while. So anyway, I've sort of updated and redesigned everything, so let's go over the wiring first. I've done some more reading about the way the wiring and the energy is produced. So this is ultra low voltage cable, the tin cable, and it carries 5 EU per tick per packet. So there are 20 ticks in a second in Minecraft, and each of these water mills is generating a packet every tick and sending it down the wire to the bat box and the MFE right there. And this tin wire is pretty efficient. It won't lose any power as long as it's traveling 39 blocks or less. After 40 blocks, it starts to lose EU. Some of it gets lost to the ether. But something I didn't understand at first is that all of these water mills here are not acting as a unit. They're not sending one big packet down to these the bat box and the MFE. They're all acting individually. So this water mill right here, for instance, is generating 0.18, I think, or 0.17, something like that, EU per tick, and it's sending that down there. So as long as that packet from that water mill is less than 5, and it's way less than 5, it's only 0.17, we won't be losing any EU. So all of these guys are sending individual packets down to these boxes, and so all of these towers send the power to this, whoa, lava, to this centralized spot now. And I like having all the wire hidden so that you don't have to see it when you don't need to. And then this bat box is where everything else comes out of. So we're sending copper wire out from that bat box, which is low voltage, 32 EU per tick. And it is all just sort of hanging under here, running underneath everything. It's being routed underneath this path here. And so copper cable, it's not nearly as efficient. It will start to lose power after 4 blocks. So if you go 5 blocks, you're going to start to lose energy. So I have spaced out bat boxes every 4 blocks, all the way to the ends of these paths. Eventually I may stop doing that and stop worrying about it quite so much. But as far as the system goes now, it's not losing any power at all, except for right here, where it comes into this maceration and electric furnace center here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So we're going to be losing a little bit of energy there, but it's not a huge deal. We still have enough energy to run all this stuff. It's all going to be doing good. It's all been reorganized. So let's talk about pipes. Pipes are fun. We're going to be doing everything in Buildcraft pipes today. Pipes of any material are easy to make. The only one we have left to make are diamond pipes. It's always the material on the outside and glass in the middle. 8 diamond pipes are enough. So basically, diamond pipes are useful for sorting. Stone and cobblestone pipes, which are these guys. This is a stone, or that's a cobblestone pipe, I think. Those are good for transporting. Gold pipes speed things up, and wood pipes suck items out of boxes. And iron pipes, like right here, are useful for adding little gates, I guess, and telling the pipes where things can or cannot go. So let's see. What should we start with? I guess we can start with these monstrosities here. From all the quarrying, I have a ton of materials. You can see I've got a vertical column of stone, silver boxes here. Oh, by the way, I made a bunch of silver boxes. I noticed I had a ton of silver ore taking up space in my boxes. I hadn't done anything with it. And so I made a bunch of them. They are made similar to the gold boxes. You take a copper chest and put silver around it, and it holds 72 stacks per box, so 9 less than these guys. And we've got a column of stone, dirt, gravel, obsidian, and redstone. These are in order of how much of them I have from quarrying. And this is a modular system. So once we quarry this out, I can extend this and add more. Like I can add one for sand or coal. If I end up having a ridiculous amount of coal, I can make another one. And so basically the way this works is we've got an intake pipe and an outtake pipe. Whoa. So this right here is going to be an intake pipe that's going to come from our sorting system from the quarry. So we're going to have a pipe come out of here to a sorting system, and then it's going to direct the, which one is this? Is this redstone? And it's going to direct all the redstone into this pipe. It's going to send it down here and into one of these boxes until they're all full. Now, if I want to take redstone out of these boxes and use it for something, it will come out of this, is that a cobblestone? Cobblestone pipe right there. Let's go ahead and turn it on and I'll show you what happens. So if I flip this switch, redstone is just going to start being pumped out of these pipes automatically, out of all 4 at once. These guys don't have any, so it's only going to be coming out of this one. And this, these modules, it took me a while to get all the bugs sorted out. For instance, one of the problems was that having the lever up here on top, I had to get the power all the way down to the bottom. The redstone engines here are being powered by this inverted tower of torches here. So when this block right here is powered, it turns that off, turns that on, off, and on. And here comes the redstone coming out. And then when you flip that power off, it inverts this. So it turns this on, powers that, which turns that on. This gets powered, turns that on, powers that, which turns that on. There was some like redstone finicky stuff, like this block here I had to make a slab so that when it was on it wouldn't power this redstone engine. I also had to make sure that the redstone wasn't right there, like there wasn't redstone right there instead of there, because if you send redstone power to an iron pipe it will reorient. So these iron pipes are pretty simple. The clear part right here is the outtake, and this the solid parts are all the intake. And if you send redstone to it or you hit it with a Buildcraft wrench, it will rotate. So that was a big problem early on, is every time I was turning power on it was swapping this thing around. So I had to figure out the redstone to get that to work. So basically these iron pipes are here to make sure that stuff coming out of here only goes this way. So when something comes out of that box, I don't want it going back down this way. I want it to go up that way and down that pipe. So these iron pipes prevent that from happening. And so each of those has their own intake and outtake. The cobblestone one is much taller because I have way more cobblestone, and they're all full. So we have set up here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start pulling the cobblestone out of these boxes and into those boxes. Actually, is it set up? Can we go ahead and turn that on? Yeah, we can go ahead and start draining. Let's go ahead and start draining it. So if we turn this on, they're all going to start pumping, which is actually a pretty neat thing to watch. And I haven't added any gold pipes to this yet. Let's add one for fun. and also for function, because I've never seen this yet, but if from what I've read, if items slow down too much, they will fall out of the pipe, and we don't want that to happen. So let's replace that with that. So now they should shoot up around there. This one, because it has to go down so far, is a little different. We got a piston there pushing a block down here, which allows this torch to power that block, which sends this redstone down and inverts the daisy chain here of redstone torches. That's going to take a while. They're starting to get there. We're going to start to see them go whing. Yeah, there goes one. Let's see. Let's make sure it doesn't slow down too much. I wonder if going straight up slows it down. They are going quite slow. Let's add another one right here. There we go. There we go. Alright, and then is it going to make it all the way over here? Yeah, that made it over there fine. Okay, so yeah, I have way too much stone. And one of the things for the people watching who are very familiar with Feed the Beast, I would like some advice on what to do with my stone. So if you hit U over anything, any item, you can see what it's... Oops. No, I don't... Get out of there. If you hit U over any item, when you don't have the little text bar highlighted, it'll bring up what that item is used for, so we can smelt it into stone. Let's see, what else could we do? We could squeeze it with phosphor, which I don't really have the potential. I can't really get this yet. We could crush it into gravel and flint. Or we could macerate it into sand and then do things with that. The only one that I think, or we could use a magma crucible, which I don't have anywhere near enough power to be able to do that. At least not really practically. So the only thing that really I'm thinking here is that we rock crush it into gravel, and then we take the gravel and where is it? We rock crush that into sand, and then there's a very small chance of getting a gold nugget or a diamond. It's actually, I think it's like, I looked it up, it's 0.19% chance. It's really slim. But I've got so much stone, it's stupid, and I might as well do something with it. Rock crushers are a little bit expensive. Let's look them up. So this will make you rock crusher blocks, and I think you need 12 of these to make a rock crusher. It has to be like a 2 by 3 by 3 or something like that. Yeah, 2 by 3 by 3 grid of these rock crusher blocks. So it takes 12 diamonds, 12 pistons, and 3 blocks of steel, which is a little expensive at the moment, but we'll get there. But I want to know from people really experienced with Buildcraft, what's a good... Look at him going, it's like a chain of cobblestone. Choo-choo! I want to know what's a good thing to do with all the extra stone I want to do. Because I'm going to keep quarrying out this area. Not so much for the materials, because I could probably get materials faster just by caving. I want to do it for the visual of this place, so I'm going to keep quarrying. And I'm going to have stupid amounts of stone. So let me know what I should do with my stone. Next, we need to set up some sorting for the quarry. And we've got a few sections here. So first thing we want to do is we want to set up a sorting thingy. Let's see, let's put it over here by this intake. And we want to have all the items coming down a pipe that will connect to this guy, or that will be sorted into these. So let's see. Let's get some stone transport pipe. And so whoops. There we go. All of the quarry stuff is going to be coming into here, or not all of it, but all of the quarry stuff that's going to be fed into here. So once it gets to here, oh, actually, no, let's do this differently. Tell you what. Let me put that. Tell you what, let's do that, and that, Okay. Whoops. Oh gosh. One of the downsides of building in a void is you have to do this floaty jetpack construction all the time. Oh god, no, I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to build here. Okay. So each of these you can see on this diamond pipe, each of the outface colors is different. And by right clicking on it, we can sort what goes into and out of each pipe by right clicking on the actual block here, like that. So tell you what, this is real fiddly, this floaty stuff, so I'm gonna set this part up and then I will resume recording. Behold this madness. This is crazy. I think we're pretty much done. This is a stupid amount of pipes. I've got 3 filters. So let me go over really quickly what I did. Oh, come on, man. Get on the pipe. Get on the pipe. Okay, so you modify the diamond by right-clicking on something that's not a pipe. So I've been using a torch. Right-click with the torch. And you can change what goes where. So if I want cobblestone to go in the green, I can do that. And you don't have to place an item here permanently. So see, I've got 44 cobblestone. I still have 44 cobblestone. And I can just click it to clear it. Okay, so the pipe from the quarry. Let's start there and then trace it back to all the splits. And you know what? Let's go ahead. Let me grab a water bucket. Let's go ahead and start the quarry going so that by the time it builds the frame... I want 2. By the time it builds the frame, we can start watching it sort. So let me fill up this other water bucket here. Splash. Okay. Okay, so we're going to flip this guy on. One thing I haven't done yet is I haven't started upgrading my electrical engines. You can make circuit board thingies here, and you can make them use a lot more power, be more efficient, be less efficient. But 3 of them right now is good enough. It powers a quarry at a pretty good clip. There it goes, building a frame, and once it digs down a little, we'll put some water in there. Okay, so the pipe comes out of here. The items get boosted along this cobblestone pipe, and we're going to monitor all this stuff to see where it's slowing down so we can add the gold pipes. So it goes down here and it comes up. Let me check my... Oh, I need to charge my jetpack. Okay, we'll come back to that. I need to charge my jetpack. I have fallen down underground to the basement floor multiple times with an empty jetpack. And had to stumble my way up the staircase, which is way over there. So I think this should be the last time I need to power it for this little episode. Almost there. Chimon. I think I may even make an extra jetpack so I can always have one charging, and I can just swap them, and I never have to worry about standing there to wait. I may have some like little charging stations here for different items. Maybe that's an idea. Okay, so the quarry is coming in this pipe under here. Stone and cobblestone pipes can't touch each other, so you can make them parallel. And gold pipes cannot touch gold pipes, so you can swap colors. You can see this one goes from stone to cobblestone, and this one goes from cobblestone to stone, and they stay parallel, they don't touch. So you can sort of manage your pipes, make them a little denser here by alternating colors. So this guy comes up under here into the black filter, and you right click on it. You can see the black filter is empty because that's where it's coming in, and then it's splitting up into 4 groups, and then we're going to have green left over, which is empty. So anything that comes through these pipes that doesn't fit into one of these categories is going to go into the green pipe, which is empty. If you don't leave an empty category, I'm not sure what exactly happens. But it's important to do that to sort of funnel off miscellaneous items, like all those, like if it picks up torches, or if it kills a skeleton and picks up a bow or a slime ball from a slime, that kind of stuff, it'll go down this green pipe, which leads over to that box with the bow and arrow. We'll go down there in a second, because you can see there's 3 pipes leading down that way. The other one is this cobblestone pipe. It's the gray filter, which is going to be lead, bauxite, and monazite. 3 ores, which I don't have any purpose for at this time, so I'm kind of just storing them over there for now. The other one is going to be this blue filter, which is going to take sand, coal, and all of these different gems. So these 3 tunnels, no, not this one, the gray, the blue, and the green are all going to head over here. So let's follow these guys. They all come over here. So the oh gosh, those 2 come down, and so we've got this is the miscellaneous items box by this characterized or symbolized by this bow that was dropped by a skeleton. Then we've got the lead, bauxite, and monazite ore box, because I don't have any use for them. And then those other ones come here to another diamond filter, where I split them up further. So we've got all the gems in one box, coal in one box, sand in one box, because we get a lot of sand and a lot of coal, right? So those are all split up. And yeah, it is starting to go. Okay, so we can start to monitor it as it comes in. And you can see it slows down pretty dramatically. So let's, I want this to hit these filters going pretty quick. And, you know, these gold pipes, they're not really that expensive to make. So let's just add a bunch. And every time it slows down, we'll add another. But we'll fine-tune that as we let's see. After I go through all of these different sorting things. All right, so then we have the yellow is going to come out this way, and it's mostly outputting cobble right now. So you can see all the cobble going that way, and that is the my big sorting systems here. Are those guys? Cobblestone, dirt, gravel, obsidian, and redstone are all coming to this guy, and they're getting split up again into the different colors, which are splitting out. And so there's no, I didn't leave any blank. It's coming in through the green, and all the others have an item. Because we shouldn't get any random items in this one, because the only thing we're getting in this pipe are these 5 items. They're coming to this guy and getting split up down to these various pipes. And then the last one is the red one. And the red one is all the things I want to have smelted in my little smelting, macerating and smelting station right here. So they should all get sent there. Alright, so that's how the whole sorting system works. Now let's try to fine-tune it, make sure it's proceeding fast. Puts in some gold pipes here to speed things up. Let's see where this guy slows down. Right about there, right? Okay. So let's put in one there. You know what? Let's make it a little brighter here. Okay, so that should speed that up. And because gold blocks don't, or gold transport pipes don't touch each other, we can do something like this. And we can, oh gosh, come on. There we go. Okay, and then, oh, that's no good. We need a gold one there too. Otherwise that's going to confuse things. There. Okay, lovely. So all of those 4 pipes are now all discrete, but they're all getting sped up. And I'm going to want one here as well. Or no, wait, no, we probably don't need one there. Because, here, let me swap out some items here. We don't need, I don't think we need one there, because they would have gotten sped up right there. And you can see it's all moving pretty quickly now. Look at it all, it's crazy. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, the things going up this tunnel are slowing down a lot. Okay, so I'm going to wait for something to come up into one of these. And I want to see how far they get before they slow down. You can see already there, they might need another gold section right there. Well, this is going to be pretty awesome because all of this is going to happen automatically. I love it. I love it. It's a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. Let's see. Come on, send me something for one of these guys. I want to see where it slows down specifically so that I can keep the speed up. And you know what? Because these guys are all so close together, we should probably either do them here or there. So let's go ahead and let's put one here while we're waiting. And these pipes are real cheap to make, so I don't care if they fall into the void right now. So those are all still discrete. By discrete, I mean they're not connecting to each other. Let's see. You know what? While we're waiting for the quarry to get a little lower to give us a little bit more variety in items, we can start doing some water. And I've realized you really don't need that much water. You can kind of let me fill both these back up. All you have to do is just drop a few every now and then, and as it digs down lower, the water is going to spread out a lot. Each time it digs down, it's going to spread out another like 7 or 8 blocks, right? So it makes sense to just drop a couple water buckets because it's much easier to clean up when it's done. So that's probably good for now. When it gets further over, we can do some more. Oh, did you see that? There they went. I just missed one. Jetpack is doing fine. Fine, just fine. But we're definitely going to need probably 2 more gold sections for that. Let's see, what's this one doing? This one, I bet we could use another one here. Look how far that goes. Let's pop one in right. Ooh, let's pop one in right here. Smack. Let's see, where else? Gold. That one's got 2 gold. Okay. Whoa, careful. Yeah, I haven't seen one coming over to this section for a while. Another thing we can do while we're waiting is we can check to make sure that this works. So one thing I don't have, let's see, I've got 4 macerators with hoppers on top. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Whoa! Oh well. And each of those hold 4 stacks. So I'm pretty sure if I just turn this on to start smelting, we won't have any problems. Unless you have 12 stacks worth of things, which I don't. But one thing I do need to have is some sort of looping circuit so that, let's see, so that if items come all the way down here and all these are somehow full, maybe like 12 different things, it needs to be able to loop back into that box. You know what, I'm just not going to worry about that right now. I don't think I need to worry. Whoa! Fell off, there's nothing there. Oops, damn it. So when they go to the hopper, they immediately go down to the macerator. And then when they come out of the macerator, they're going to get piped out of the back. So let's just watch to see that it gets pulled out and sucked down into that furnace. Come on. Okay. Yep, okay. And then it's going to be going down that pipe. Right there. Lovely. And then getting smelted there and then sucked out. Okay. Go down to 0, please. 0. Come on, get sucked out. You're not getting sucked out. What's going on? Okay, so I've done something wrong here. Maybe it has to be piped out of the back instead of the bottom. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'll worry about that later. But if you look, we've got wood pipes here, the redstone engines are going. The only thing I can think of is I have to pipe them out of a spot that's not the bottom. It's got to be out the back, maybe. We'll worry about that later. That should be simple to fix one way or the other. Let's see, do we have any items going across here yet? I don't see any. We're still mostly in the stone area, the stone layer. Anyway, though, I mean, this is kind of fun. Look at all this craziness. Take it easy, slime. Watch out. But I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here. We just have some fine tuning to do, which I'll do off camera. Spread another water bucket. It's good to spread the water bucket against something that's going to be there later, so it's easier to remove. So I'll wait till it gets to like over to that corner. To put another one, I hope you enjoyed this very hectic and complicated video. See you guys later. Oh, you know what? No, we have one more thing to do. I want to have everything on at once. So I want to be porting this stone out. Stone is coming in from the quarry into these boxes. You see it warping in here super fast, and then I want to be pumping the excess into these guys. And you know what? Let's go ahead and expand it so that we can go to both. And let's see. Let's just to keep it from looping around in circles and stuff. Let's do something like that. And then we'll use a gold pipe to connect them. There. Now I can go to both, and we can fill up all 8 of these guys with our excess stone. We're gonna need to do something to to manage that, because we have a stupid amount of stone. Look at it all coming out as it's being simultaneously pumped in from the quarry. All the items flying through the air. It's so much fun. I feel like a mad scientist. This is my alchemy lab. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.